What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review a series that is streaming right now on Netflix that I binge watched last month. And I said, you know what? I got to review this series. It's so good. It has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics love it. The fans love it. It has a great cast. And guess what? They have canceled the show. Netflix has canceled the show. It is on only 8 episodes, and we might not get it. We're not getting another season now. I am devastated. I thought this was a great show. Well, let me tell you the premise of this show. It's set in New Mexico. It's about a group of senior citizens living in a retirement community called the Boroughs. We ain't talking about the 5 boroughs of New York. This is this community down in New Mexico in the desert. They have this staff the staff almost, they're so friendly, they almost remind me of Stepford Wives. So you should have known something was up right there. But it's just a great premise. So they're in there. There's these weird creatures that are harming these seniors. This is the dark secret here. They're harming these seniors. But that's not the worst of it. The luxury community, the Boroughs, is being overseen by a youth stealing cult. See, what happens is those creatures that are attacking the elders are also being held captive. They're being held captive. They're let out at night, and they all have these tunnels that lead to all the residents' home. And they go in there and they suck something out of the residents and sometimes kill those residents. And then they go back into the cave and go in their cage. And then these youth stealing cult members get some serum from them, drink the serum, and that keeps them forever young. So the CEO that runs this whole community, he's very old. They're all really, really old, but they have the youth serum that keeps them forever young. And y'all canceled this? What is I was so annoyed when I found out that they canceled it. I was so disappointed in that. I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Now, let me give you the cast members. Let me tell you. It stars Alfred Molina, Alfred Woodard, Dennis O'Hare. These are great actors. I love all of them in things. I've seen them. Clark Peters, Carlos Miranda, Gina Davis. Come on. What a great cast. What a great cast. It's great storyline. It kind of reminded me of Cocoon a little bit, being that all the characters were older characters. And I don't know. And it was produced by the Duffer Brothers, who brought us Stranger Things, which was a big hit on Netflix. Now, it's 8 episodes. We meet these characters. Sam, played by Alfred Molina, is a retired engineer, widowed engineer, who moves into the Boroughs reluctantly. And they uncover this secret, and there's so many things. It's so layered because all of the characters, Alfred Wood's character as Judy, we learn she is cheating on her husband. She was cheating on her husband with one of the neighbors who was killed by one of these creatures. Dennis O'Hare, who plays Wally, is a retired doctor who is dying of cancer. Like, there's so many layers. Gina Davis is here. She's playing Renee, a retired music manager. It's so many layers. Then we had that creepy security guard. It's just so many layers to this, and it was such a fun watch. Kind of reminded me of, it's a fun watch. So I'm kind of sad that it's been canceled. And then we're trying to figure out, why was it canceled? Was it the ratings? So, I looked it up to see what happened. Why was it canceled? And they said Netflix said it was a number of things. I heard something about, it was too expensive. Then I heard, that the ratings were not that high. Then we heard that it may have had something to do with Netflix being upset with the Duffer Brothers because they have other projects with competitive streamers or something like that. But it's a good show. But I will say, I'm glad. I feel like in those 8 episodes, they did wrap things up. But who knows what they were going to bring to us with the second season. Like I said, The cast is outstanding. They all have great chemistry with each other. And what I like about this is it shows that, listen, you can be older and you think you're going into your golden years, chilling and relaxing, this, that, and the third. But now here you are, you got to fight off some creatures and fight off this weird cult. And you're seniors. I think that's what made it so fun for me, that just to watch these characters do this at this age, and showing that, listen, new things can begin all the time. And I loved the chemistry between the cast members, and I loved how they worked together, and how initially in the beginning, when they were trying to figure this out, they were still trying to not be caught by the owners of the Boroughs. And in this town where you're kind of like, they're kind of like isolated, like there's nothing around them. They're in the middle of nowhere just about, and they're dealing with all these creepy, everybody's a little too perfect. Like the people that work there, oh, hi, welcome. Everybody's just too creepy, very much Stepford Wives. And man, oh man, this show, I guess what we can do, folks, those of you who have seen it, what we can do is just keep watch it again. I guess I'm hoping somebody will pick it up and we'll get another season, but I don't think we're going to get another season. They did wrap everything up, but I don't think we're going to get another season. But, I did see that Dennis O'Hare also was speaking, and he said, maybe the show can get revived if it gets a lot of Emmy nominations. Maybe Netflix will reconsider something. We need to see something, but the performances here, everybody's performances was top notch. And then it makes you just the layers of the storyline, and the thing of who wouldn't want to be young again, this serum. I could even relate to the villains, because it's like the villains just, hey, we want to stay forever young. We want to be around forever. So we want to drink this that we get from these creatures at the expense of you old people that's paid your money. You've been pretty much, the attitude, I guess, the attitude is, oh, their life is over. They're retired. They're going into their golden years. They're at the end. We might as well kill them and take what we need from them. And it's just so many layers to it. And I was like, wow. And just when I thought I had it figured out, that twist I didn't see coming with these cult members that's basically what they are. Youth hungry cult. Just great premise, awesome premise, but it is what it is. So I'm not going to hold you much longer because I don't want to ramble, but that's it. It was just layers to this, lots of fun. Comedy. I said I wasn't going to ramble, but I'm still talking, huh? There's comedy, there was adventure, and then just different topics, just about life, getting older, marriage, children, death. All of those things were discussed here. Vanity, all of that was discussed here. So do me a favor, if you haven't seen it, watch it and tell me your thoughts about it. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Do you think it deserves a season 2? And I wonder what season 2 would have been like. But listen, the 8 episodes are there. I can just, rewatch those 8 episodes. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.